Hey, I'm Adam Jusko from ProudMoney.com. Credit One Bank has a new credit card called the Platinum Premier Visa that is showing up on its website right now, offering 5% cash back in a range of everyday categories. But there's a little more there than meets the eye, so we are going to take a closer look at this card in this video. But before we do, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already. And if you have already, I thank you for doing so. So Credit One is usually known to work more in the bad credit space, dealing with people that have had credit problems. The cards they offer usually have not very big credit lines. They usually have fairly significant annual fees, especially in comparison to those credit lines. So that's kind of the space that they are known for. So I was surprised to see this new card, this Platinum Premier Visa, show up on their website. So somewhere in the last month or so, it seems, is when it showed up. And this is a card that, at least according to the site, is targeting average to excellent credit scores, which again is not where they normally play, although they don't say exactly what an average to excellent credit score is in their mind. Now, like I said, you're getting 5% back with this card in a variety of categories, but I should start really by saying there is a $95 annual fee that is going to cut into that. Nevertheless, you're getting 5% on gas, groceries, internet services, cable or satellite TV, and mobile phone services. 1% cash back on anything else. Now, that 5% is only on up to $5,000 in combined purchases in those everyday categories. So after $5,000 in those categories, you're going to go down to 1%, and then, like I said, 1% on everything else that you would earn with this card. For Credit One, that's a pretty good credit card. Now, you're not really getting 5% back in those categories because you do have to factor in that annual fee. Now, let's say you maxed out the 5% categories, $5,000 worth, you would get $250 in rewards for those $5,000 worth of purchases. But if you took away that $95 annual fee, you would effectively be getting $155, which is a 3.1% reward versus that 5% reward. And of course, if you didn't max out those 5% categories, then the effective reward in those categories would be even less. However, if you are someone that has average credit, or you don't spend as much on your credit card, so that $5,000 limit is something that would be difficult for you to attain anyway, maybe this is a card that could make sense for you. It's definitely an interesting card as far as Credit One is concerned. Now, the question that does pop up in my mind is, who is Credit One targeting with this card? So they have a history of working with people that don't have very good credit scores, and that means that they're normally not giving out very high credit limits. Are they giving out higher credit limits on this card? Because if they're only giving out, $300, $400, $500, it is going to be difficult to take that card and get anywhere near maxing out that $5,000 in combined spending in those 5% categories. So that is a big question, and Credit One doesn't make it very easy for you to see what your chances are or what the norm might be with the credit limits, because what they do is they funnel everyone through their pre-qualification tool, which means you have to give a lot of information in order to see what you are pre-qualified for. So it's difficult to find that out unless you do all that work, which I did. Well, actually, I did and I didn't. I filled out the pre-qualification form wanting to see what Credit One would offer me, gave all my information, and I clicked submit. And wouldn't you know it, Credit One just simply denied me, said that I would not be qualified for this card, and it gave a lot of weird reasons. Now, it did say I had too many recent inquiries, which I could sort of believe, but then it also said things that, like, my credit utilization was too high, which makes absolutely no sense. And then it said that my credit score was only 648, when in reality my credit score is more like 150 points beyond that point. So I'm just not quite sure what Credit One is doing. My guess is that Credit One is looking for a certain type of customer, and I don't fit the profile. I don't pay late. I don't have a history of paying interest, so maybe I'm not very interesting to them. So maybe they sort of concoct some reasons why I would not qualify for the card, even though in any other instance I would assume that I would qualify. Now, I can't prove any of that, but that is just my assumption because of the fact that I don't normally have any trouble getting new credit cards. So bottom line, the Credit One Platinum Premier Visa could be a nice card if you are someone that has average credit. It looks good on paper or looks good on the computer screen. My one worry is that maybe they are using this card as a decoy to bring people in, get them into the pre-qualification process, and then instead of approving them for this card or qualifying them for this card, maybe they're pushing them off to other Credit One cards instead. I don't know that. I don't have any facts to back that up. It is just my worry based on the way they sort of funnel you to that card. So that is sort of my take on it. If you are someone that has, applied for this card or pre-qualified, or if you're someone that maybe has gotten a mailer about this card, I would love to hear more about that in the comments section below if you have any experiences to share. Otherwise, I thank you for watching. And as always, please go to proudmoney.com where we do credit card reviews and have personal finance news. We talk deals and all sorts of other fun stuff too. Thanks for watching. Bye.